Are you listening? Damn.
Welcome to the Nerf Report. My name is Bryant Chappel. We are back. The vacation is finally over. And what a week to come back to, because we have a ton of gaming news to talk about. PlayStation introduced us to the PS1 Classic. Kingdom Hearts 3 took us on a journey to San Fransokyo. And with Red Dead Redemption 2 being less than 4 weeks away, we've got a lot to talk about. But before we get into all of that, here are your top headlines. First up this week, the Twitch streamer Ninja added another accolade to his already impressive resume, as this week he became the first esports player to be featured on the cover of ESPN magazine. Tyler Blevins, aka Ninja, originally started as a professional Halo player, but recently has turned that success into over 11 million followers on Twitch and an average of 43,000 viewers every stream. Earlier this year, it was reported that Ninja was making $500,000 per month via Twitch Prime subscriptions. So I guess that means that my cover didn't make the cut. In other gaming news, PlayStation's Spider-Man released last week, and spoiler alert, it's fantastic. But when Spider-Man wasn't fighting bad guys or discovering lost backpacks or catching pigeons, Spider-Man kept himself extremely busy by breaking a few records. Because it was revealed this week that during the first 3 days of its release, PlayStation sold 3.3 million copies of Spider-Man, which equates to $199 million. And just to give you a comparison, the most recent Spider-Man movie, Homecoming, made $117 million at its opening weekend at the box office. And finally, Nintendo launched a brand new Nintendo Switch Online service this week, and within the first 24 hours, hackers had figured out a way to crack the virtual NES console. A modder by the name of Cappuccino Heck on Twitter posted a tweet that said, "Good lord, Nintendo Switch Online's NES games are plain .NES files. The graphical user interface appears to be entirely Lua, much like the NES and Super Nintendo Classic. So people are going to be able to go to town on this." Cappuccino Heck then tweeted a video in which he showed a working version of the NES Kirby Adventure playing on the Switch. To which Nintendo responded directly with their own tweet saying, "Really, bro?" And now for the meat of this week's show. Kingdom Hearts 3 dropped a new trailer this week, revealing a brand new world and finally bringing my favorite personal healthcare companion to the series. The trailer confirmed that Big Hero 6 has finally arrived, bringing the city of San Fransokyo along with Hero, Baymax, Fred, Go-Go, Wasabi, and Honey Lemon to Kingdom Hearts. During the trailer, we see Sora, Donald, and Goofy, otherwise known as the Keyblade Hero 3, as they fight the Heartless alongside Baymax and Hero. The trailer also gives us a deeper look at the overlying story of Kingdom Hearts 3 as Sora and Mickey continue their journey to defeat Master Xehanort and his army of Heartless. San Fransokyo joins the already confirmed list of in-game worlds of Tangled, Pirates of the Caribbean, Frozen, Toy Story, Hercules, Twilight Town, and Monsters Incorporated. Kingdom Hearts 3 will be coming to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on January 25th, 2019. PlayStation went retro this week and pulled on my fanboy heartstrings, so let's talk about it in a recurring segment called P.S. I forgot to tell you. PlayStation revealed this week the brand new PlayStation Classic. The PlayStation Classic comes nearly 25 years since the original release of the PlayStation 1. The new Classic version has been reduced in size by 45% and will feature 20 preloaded games, including such as Final Fantasy VII, Jumping Flash, Ridge Racer Type 4, Tekken 3, and Wild Arms. The PlayStation 1 Classic will include 2 controllers, an HDMI cable, and USB cables. The PlayStation 1 Classic will go on sale on December 3rd and will retail for $99 US. Dear Santa, I imagine that you're extremely busy, but I wanted to give you a head start on this year's Christmas list. Simply put, I just want a PS1 Classic. I bet there'll be extra cookies and milk if it shows up. Red Dead Redemption 2 is less than a month away, and this week the biggest names in gaming media were invited out to Rockstar Studios to play the game? Sorry, just give me 1 second. Guess our invite's still in the mail. Let's roll the clip. Red Dead Redemption 2 started this week by revealing the Red Dead Online beta, in which Rockstar Games is promising a classic multiplayer experience, blending narrative with competitive and cooperative gameplay. Red Dead Online is planned to launch in November, initially as a public beta. Access to the beta will be available to anyone with a copy of Red Dead 2. And honestly, I'm excited to play the game, but Red Dead Online has me extremely excited. Grand Theft Auto 5 was fantastic, but I enjoyed GTA Online so much more. So to see how they're going to turn that into kind of like a Western experience that you can play with your friends, sign me up. Also, one of the biggest reveals for this week is that Red Dead 2 can be played entirely in first person or third person. This decision seems to be capitalizing on the popularity that Grand Theft Auto 5 saw after the inclusion of first person in GTA. Along with that, other reveals included that your in-game weapons and guns can be customized at local gunsmiths. Also, much like in the real world, when your horse dies, it's gone forever. Your character's beard and hair grow in real time. Eating also directly affects your character's health and stamina. In fact, if you eat too much, you gain weight, and if you don't eat at all, your character becomes dizzy and your screen becomes blurry. You know, everything that I've been reading about this game sounds fantastic. Like, I cannot wait to jump into it and become the best cowboy in the entire WoW online. But honestly, you know, all these features of keeping your character alive and shaving them, it kind of reminds me of like a cowboy version of a Tamagotchi, which I'm gonna rock at. Wait, where is my Tamagotchi? Oh no. And finally for this week, we come to... That noise, of course, signifies that we are running out of time and coming close to the end of the show. So, in order to cover all the week's remaining news, we must initiate Nerfed in 60 seconds. The rules to Nerfed in 60 seconds are simple. Every single week we have so much news to talk about and so little time to do it. So we take all the week's remaining news, put 60 seconds on the clock, and try to cover it as fast as humanly possible without running out of breath, passing out, or dying. So with that in mind, let's put 60 seconds on the clock. And go. Grand Theft Auto 5 turned 5 years old this week. Happy birthday. We just grow up so fast. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds was downgraded on the Xbox One X. And speaking of PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, if the South Korean rating boards are correct, it's coming to the PlayStation 4. Gummy ships are returning to Kingdom Hearts 3. Puyo Puyo is getting an esports version of the game. The Destiny 2 Forsaken raid was finally beaten. It took a proud team of Guardians 14 hours to complete. Congratulations. 50 classic Sega Genesis games are coming to the Nintendo Switch. Twitch was kicked out of China. PlayStation Now allows gamers to download games from the service. We got our first look at Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. Why so serious? And Marvel gave us a brand new trailer for the upcoming film Captain Marvel. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Nerfed in 60 seconds, and that is it for this week's episode of the show. If you like what you saw, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new here and haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel, but the most important thing you can do is share it with a friend. As always, my name is Bryant Chappel. You are you, and this has been the Nerf Report. Thanks for watching.